This video is designed to help learn what digit, value, and place value are all about. So let me start with a money example and say you had $53. Now the digits in the number 53, the digits are the 5 and the 3. But when you start talking about the value, you can't say you have a value 5 and a value 3, because then you'd think that this total value was 8, and that makes no sense. $53 is $53. It's not $8. So place value is very, very important when you start talking about value of a particular digit, because it's the place value that tells you the value of that digit. In fact, if I were thinking about this $53, one way you could have that amount of money is to have 3 $1 bills and 5 $10 bills. And when you thought about how much money that was, well, the 3 ones is $3. And the 5 tens is $50. These are the values of those digits. And these are the place values. So let me say that again. The 3 is the digit. The ones is the place value of that digit 3. And 3 is the value of that digit 3. Similarly, 5 is the digit. 10 is the place value. It's in the tens place. And 50 is its value. Altogether, it's 53. Let's try another example without thinking of money. So let's say we had the number, and let me back off, sorry about that, go to black. I can use black and orange, of course. So 128.9, or if you're writing this very, very carefully, you would say 128 and 9/10. And it's interesting that if I write it that way rather than in one long line, 128 and 9/10, then we start to get a sense of these digits and place values and values and everything. So the 1 is in the hundreds place. The 2 is in the tens place. The 8 is in the ones place. And the 9 is in the tenths place. So we have 100, and they don't say 210, they say 20, but whatever. 128 and 9/10. And those values, let me go to the next page and do one where I don't write this out. Or actually, what I could try to do is erase it all. Let me see what that looks like if I try to erase all this. Oh, that's not bad. Getting to learn some software here. So I've got 1 as the digit, 100 is the place value, and so the value is 100. These are going to be the values of those digits, where these are the place values. And these are the digits. And so the value of that 100 is 100. The value of those 2 tens is 20. That looked pretty crappy. Let me try that 0 again. The value of the 8 ones is 8. And the value of the 9/10 is, well, 9/10. And you notice if you added up all those values, you'll get the total value. One more, and I'll just kind of go quickly through it. It's the last example, and it's going to have a few more of the place values that we didn't have in the other smaller numbers. But let's see if I can even fit all of this. So we've got a 6-digit, a 3-digit, a 0, a 7, a 5, a 1, a 2, a 0, a 2, and a 9. And so the 6 is in the millions place. And I know that because numbers and the digits to the left of the decimal place in a number, they come in these periods. And the first 3 are just the ones, tens, and hundreds. The next 3 are the 1,000s, 10,000s, and 100,000s. And then it goes to the millions, 10 millions, 100 millions, etc. But they come in these groups of 3. And so I'm like, okay, these are the ones, and these are the thousands. And over here, 6 million. Okay, so cool. So 6 million. And then I've got 300,000. So the place value is the 100,000s place. Then I've got no 10,000. So the place value is 10,000s. The 10,000s place. But I don't have any of them. But whatever, I'm doing place values in this second column here. So I've got 7 in the thousands place. I've got a 5 in the hundreds place. I've got a 1 in the tens place. A 2 in the ones place. And then I'm to the right of the decimal. And it gets kind of interesting to the right of the decimal. So if I go back up from the smallest place values to the higher place values, go backwards through this list, I've got the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, etc., etc., etc. Well, if I'm going to the right of the decimal place, it actually goes through these, going down in the same order that I just went up. But there isn't anything for that first one. And I'll maybe describe that in a different video. So you start with the tens, but it's not tens, it's tenths. It's actually a fraction. And I'll maybe do that in another video, why that's a fraction. So, I'm having trouble writing that n in tenth. But that's the tenths place. After the tenths place, well, after tens comes hundreds. So after the tenths place comes the hundredths place. So the 2 is in the hundredths place. After hundreds comes thousands. So after hundredths comes thousandths. And it continues on like that. For the values, we just put them together. We put the digit together with the place value, and we get 6 million. If you have 6 millions, you have 6 million. If you have 300,000s, you have, actually, let me do it in the right column. We have 300,000. If you have no 10,000s, then you got bupkis, you got nothing. But if you have 7,000s, you got 7,000. These are the values, remember. These are the values of those digits. 500s is 500. 110 is 10. 2 ones is 2. No tenths, got nothing. 2 hundredths, it's like 2 pennies, 2 cents. There's 2 hundredths. And finally, 9 thousandths.